This is Duane and Nydia, Food, Travel, and Fun, and it's the eve of Thanksgiving, and I am going to make some apple crisp. I have a bunch of apples. I've got some Delicious, Granny Smith. I got a couple of Honey Crisp apples. I happen to have them. I got a nice 9x11 pan. I got all the other ingredients, so I'm going to walk you through this really simple recipe, and it is perfect for tomorrow, for the occasion. Let me do a little bit of prep work. I'm gonna peel the apples. I like them peeled. I'm gonna probably do a mix of slicing and dicing with them. That's it. Gonna get it out there, make it up quick, easy, and share it with you guys so that you can make it for yourself. Enjoy, I'll see you soon. All right, everyone, that first part is done. I have peeled all the apples, and you see, nice and peeled, ready to go. And sit tight and watch me dice like no tomorrow. I made a decision to do a mix. I did both sliced, nice thin slices, and nice little cubes, diced into, 3/4 inch, good size cubes. So I figured I'll have a nice mixture, gonna put it into the pan, and we'll bring you along. The first step of going into the pan is going to be, I will butter bottoms, sides, all around, and then I need about 1 3/4 cups of butter. This is 2 cups, so I'll be using 3/4 of this. And okay, so now I have everything measured out, and I will be including the complete instructions in comments below on this video. So I just want to say, all right, so with my apples that are all diced and sliced, I have these ingredients. So I'm going to be adding the lemon juice, the granulated sugar, and half of the cinnamon with some nutmeg. And I'm going to mix that all up. And then I'm going to work on this side over here, which is the actual topping. And that's your oats, your flour, your brown sugar, some butter, and a little bit of the remaining part of the cinnamon with some salt. So actually, I'll show you the process there because you really want to like mix that all together, and you use very cold butter. You got to keep this stuff cold because we're going to actually try to get it down to like little pea-sized granules. You can do this with a pastry divider, you can do it with a couple of forks, you can do it by hand. I got my gloves on because I'm going to do it by hand and grinding it down as much as I can, and I'll show you that process. You can watch, and it's not bad to do. It only takes a minute or two. First thing, let me get my sugar in here, my cinnamon nutmeg mix, and the lemon juice. It is only a small amount of lemon juice that makes this work. And I'm gonna mix it all up. Here, I can push these over, come over this way a little bit more. Oh my goodness, this smells awesome. I mean, how can you go wrong with cinnamon, sugar, nutmeg? I mean, and all being spread over a nice big collection of apples. And we do. The apples I happen to use this time, I am using, once again, I'm using some I'm using Delicious apples, I'm using Granny Smith, and I have these Honey Crisps. And, well, yeah, the old Macintosh apple is actually not a good one to use in a mix like this. It really turns into mush. So, but here's my mix, and it's nice and coated evenly. It's not breaking up at all. Like I said, I went with the 2 different types of slices. I'm going to show you a nice view of it. There you go. And now I have my pan, which I greased using butter all around, and I am going to layer all of this into this pan. This is everything I just did, and it's really going to fill it nicely. This is a nice, beautiful looking batch that we got going here. So there's going to be plenty. It is going to cook down. This will cook down. It will create its own juices. I think the lemon probably assists a lot in that process. So let's see. Oh yeah. So it looks like it's pretty full right now. Let's get that mixed in. Yeah, you get down there. Look at that. That is wonderful. So I'm gonna set that aside. My oven is preheated to 350 for this recipe. And I'm gonna get a nice, I think I can work out of this bowl here. It's a nice little empty bowl, and I'm gonna start bringing all these ingredients together. First, I'm gonna do everything but the butter. So there's my cup of flour, my cup of oats. This is like a teaspoon of nutmeg and some salt. There we go. That's actually 2 cups of light brown sugar. And I'm just gonna work this first. I'm gonna actually come in here and get this to form the base mixture of the topping. I could do it as I divide the butter into it, but I'd rather just get this kind of nice and thoroughly mixed. That way there's no spots that don't, they're not just blended really well. So, I'm discovering this bowl's a little tight. So I'm gonna switch over. Luckily, I have a nice bigger bowl available right there. Oh yeah, much easier to work. So there you go, there's a lesson learned. Don't take a little tiny bowl when you have something much bigger available, and it's just so much easier to work. So I will show you this really quick. There's nothing really special to seeing it, but it is. It's all well blended. There you go, nice little view of it. And now I'm gonna mix in my little butter cubes that I've diced to a really small size. Now this takes a little bit more effort because we're really trying to get this to form like little pea-sized granules mixed in with the flour and the oats and the sugar. We don't want any big lumps of butter when this is done. So you just keep working it like I'm doing right here and just keep mixing it all in. I find that this is really the nicest way to get it there because you can really feel the little bits of butter actually getting reduced down and mixed into the flour mixture that you have here. So this is going to take another couple of minutes to do. I can already see it start to come together, but let me get this right down to the final finished product so that I can show you what I got. All right, so I mixed up my topping, and as you can see, it's nice and really nice and loose right now. Nice little bits, no big chunks of anything. And I've got my apple mixture here in the pan, and I am going to coat this end to end right over this. Let me come over here, make sure I want to cover it all. I don't want to leave anything uncovered. And there's still a bunch to go. And this is filling in really, really nicely. Yeah, I still got a bunch more. I'm going to just put it all on, so that's all of it. And I want to spread it nice and evenly, like I'm doing here. Make sure no apples should be poking through. This is just the topping that we want to see over here. And now I'm going to pat it down a bit. The butter is really going to have this, it's going to just go right down. The apples are going to reduce everything. She's nice, compact. You don't have to compact it you don't have to go overboard. Just get it down there nicely. Nice, even. And there you are. She's ready for the oven. Psyched. It's going to go in 350 for 40 to 50 minutes. Oh, there it is. She's ready to go. And we will show you more when we slice into it. All right, welcome back. It is Thanksgiving. And there she is. I am sampling the apple crisp. I'll try a couple little diced pieces first. Very nice. The cinnamon nutmeg coming through. It's not overly sweet. I like that. Oh yeah, and the crisp is nice and crisp. I'm gonna try that out right now. Oh yeah. So, there you go. That came out just the way it needed to. I would say warm it up, put some ice cream with it, you're good to go. So, thanks for tuning in, Duane and Nadia, for Travel and Fun. Till next time, happy holidays, and we will catch you on the next side. We'll catch you around. Remember, subscribe if you haven't, tell your friends, click the bell for notifications, and thanks for tuning in.